Hello, it's Rach and welcome to my channel. BLACKPINK! So, I'm gonna be talking about the Los Angeles leg of their Blackpink's North American tour. But first, I just want to say I enjoyed the concert immensely. I enjoyed Soundcheck, the actual concert, the send-off. It was an experience. I'm going to be talking more about my experience later, but first I want to talk about how the lines went. Since LA is the first leg of their North American tour, I'm sure there are a lot of questions of how the lines went. I'm not going to get into much detail. I just want to tell you guys how everything went. So first, there's going to be a line just for GA, and what I mean for just for GA, I mean regular GA, Soundcheck GA, and VIP GA. Anyone who's GA will have to check in and get their wristbands, their first of 3 wristbands. So for Los Angeles it was red, so I don't know what the colors will be for other cities, but for Los Angeles we got our red wristband, and what's gonna happen is they're gonna write a number on your wristband and your ticket, so they have to correspond with each other. After that, whoever's VIP or Soundcheck, they would have to go to this one designated line, and at the end of that line, a person will direct you to check in your respective booths. So for VIP there was a booth right on the left side, and for Soundcheck it was on the right. For VIPs, we got, because I was a VIP, a teal colored wristband that said Blackpink in your area send off. For Soundcheck, I don't know if it had Blackpink in your area, but I know it said Soundcheck and it was blue. And just to make a note, my VIP wristband actually had a number, and I guess I was number 51 who checked in, and it had nothing to do with my number 640, which was my red one. So I don't know why they have numbers, but I will go ahead and talk about the numbers later. Then after I checked in for VIP, since I had a lot of time, I went to my car, ate my lunch, chilled for a moment, watched some videos and whatnot, and then came back around 3 o'clock. So it probably took me about an hour to go through the line, but that was just because I got there a little later. Then after chilling in my car, I decided to go back to the Soundcheck line at around 3 o'clock, and what happened is it didn't matter if you had a number on your red or blue or teal, whatever numbers you had, it didn't really matter because everyone just lined up. All the Soundcheck and VIP people just lined up, and it didn't matter at all. So I don't know what those numbers meant. And then we went in, and by the time it was my turn, there were already a bunch of people at the top of the T stage. So from my experiences before, I know that there aren't a lot of people on the side. So I didn't really care much for Soundcheck. And so as long as I got to see them up close and personal, I didn't want to suffer with so many people at the top of the T. I was like, you know what, at least I'm in the first row at the side, So Thankfully, there weren't that many people on the sides of the T, so I went ahead, enjoyed their soundcheck performance, and then after the soundcheck, they made soundcheck leave on the right hand side and VIP on the left hand side. But unfortunately, the event organizers didn't know that there was no exit on the left hand side. So the people who thought they were smart and stayed on the left hand side and were now in front of the line, they got screwed over, because whoever was in the back, they got to line up for the concert first, and they got to go into the concert first. So I don't know how soundcheck went, but for VIP we were lined up, and they broke us into two parts, which is what always happens at the forum. Okay, so these people go first, these people go next, kind of thing. Still got screwed over, but it's okay. And so they had us go in, and then even after they split us or whatever, we ended up becoming one line. And after that one line, they kind of counted out, like, from here on out, you guys will go enter this direction, and then from here on out, these group of people will go in this direction. Yeah, so that's how the lines went. Now, my problem with that line is, number one, numbers didn't matter. You could have camped out for 2 days and still have been at the back of the line. Or you could have gotten there all late and would have gotten in the concert first. So I don't know how the other venues would do it, but the forum was very unorganized. Oh, for the VIP send-off though, it was a bit more organized in a sense, because they weren't basing it off of numbers, they were basing it off of luck to begin with. So actually, even the lines, they're all luck, based on luck. So first come, first serve. Never leave your line. The one good thing I liked about send-off is that there were a max of three rows of people, but most of the time it was just 2 rows of people, so everyone got to interact with Blackpink. So good job on the send-off forum. So yeah, so that's how how all of that went. Now on to like stage position, like where did I stand and how did it look? Would I recommend it? Yes, I would recommend it. But where did I stand? So I stood at the top of the T, but on the right side. So it was a pretty good view because, number one, it was unobstructed. There weren't a lot of people in front of me, because there was a stage in front of me. And even though Blackpink performed most of their songs on the main stage, so if you don't mind like 10 minutes or so of Blackpink's back, then you can go ahead and go up front, because they perform most of their songs and like most of the time on the main stage. But if you want total unobstructed view, I'd say go at the top of the T. Now, since we were at the right hand side, like, we basically saw everything at a pretty good angle. Like, I mean, I guess when you're at the top of the T, Blackpink will interact with you regardless, because they move around. They did a really good job of moving around. And that's not to say that the side of the T stage, they didn't get any interaction, because they actually did, but not as much as those who were at the top of the T. So yeah, I'm gonna like insert some videos as to how it looked like with my camera. And yeah, so that's it, and thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any more questions, go ahead and comment down below. If you like this video, go ahead and like it, subscribe, obviously. Thank you guys. Bye.